Title: The Lion in Big Pine Forest. In the rugged wilderness of Montana, deep inside Big Pine Forest, there was a place where few dared to venture. The locals called it the Silent Heart, a stretch of old forest so dense and quiet that even the birds seemed to whisper. It wasn't a jungle, not by definition, but it felt like one. Thick trees, vines, strange animal calls, and shadows that moved when no one was looking. One summer, a group of 5 friends, Michael, Joe, Daryl, Ramon, and Travis, set out on a camping and hunting trip into Big Pine. All in their 30s, they had grown up in nearby towns and were experienced outdoorsmen. They packed their rifles, camping gear, maps, and plenty of jokes to carry them through the weekend. "I heard there's a bear trail through here," said Joe as they hiked in. "Big tracks, real fresh. Hope we don't meet him face to face," Michael joked. They laughed and trekked deeper into the forest, away from any cell phone signal and further from anything resembling civilization. That evening, they set up camp by a cold, clear stream. The trees loomed like sentries above their tents. As night fell, they built a fire, roasted meat, and passed around stories. But soon, the fire was the only source of light in a wall of blackness. "I heard an old story once," said Ramon, leaning back against a log. "Said there was a lion, like an actual lion, somewhere in these woods. Some exotic pet that got loose years ago." No one believed it, but a few hunters claimed they saw something big, yellow, and not a mountain lion. "Come on," Daryl scoffed. "A lion, like an African lion? That's just a story. I'm telling you," Ramon insisted. One guy swore it looked him in the eyes. Said it had a black mane and eyes like fire. The group laughed, but there was a nervous energy in the air now. The forest seemed too quiet. They turned in for the night. But around 3 a.m., a sound woke them, low, deep, and powerful. "Grr!" Travis shot upright in his sleeping bag. "What was that?" he whispered. Michael already had his flashlight in hand, shining it around the dark woods. The beam caught nothing but trees. Then they heard it again, closer. Snap! A branch broke. They stepped out of their tents, rifles at the ready. The moonlight filtered down through the leaves, casting silver shadows. And then they saw it, between 2 trees, about 20 yards away. 2 glowing amber eyes. Everyone froze. The creature stepped forward into a patch of moonlight. It was not a bear. It was not a cougar. It was a lion, an African lion, massive and regal, with a full black mane and golden fur that gleamed in the moonlight. The beast looked at them calmly, without fear. It didn't growl, didn't charge. It simply stood there, as if waiting. "What the?" whispered Joe, barely able to breathe. No one moved. They didn't dare. The lion slowly turned, padded into the underbrush, and vanished like smoke. They didn't sleep the rest of the night. In the morning, they found huge paw prints in the soft dirt, bigger than any mountain lion they'd ever seen. Michael took pictures. Daryl knelt beside the tracks, his fingers trembling. This isn't possible," he murmured. They packed up early and left the forest by midday. Back in town, they reported what they saw. The park rangers listened, skeptical but curious. When they showed the photos of the paw prints, the mood changed. "That's not a mountain lion," one ranger admitted. "But that doesn't mean it's a lion." They were told it was probably an illusion. Maybe a dream, maybe even a hoax. But the 5 men knew what they saw. Word spread through the town like wildfire. Some believed them, others laughed. A few local hunters swore they'd seen strange tracks too but had kept quiet for fear of being mocked. A wildlife investigator from out of state came in and spent 2 weeks in the forest. He found nothing. The lion was gone, if it had ever been real. But that didn't stop the stories. Over time, the tale of the Lion of Big Pine became legend. Years passed. The 5 friends never forgot that night. Michael turned one of the photos into a framed print and hung it in his cabin. Joe wrote a short article about their encounter for a hunting magazine. Ramon retold the story to anyone who'd listen around campfires. Some people still came to Big Pine hoping to spot the mysterious lion. Most found only trees and shadows. But every now and then, someone swore they saw something golden move through the woods. Something with eyes like fire. And on especially quiet nights, when the moon was high and the wind was still,